Are video games art? Ask any gamer or industry professional, and you will be met with a resounding duh. So why do the likes of film critic Roger Ebert and The Guardian's Jonathan Jones disagree? Perhaps they just don't understand. Perhaps they haven't played the right games.
Bye-bye.
Whatever the reason, in this day and age, video games are as artistic as they ever have been in their 53-year history. Art. What is it? According to the Oxford Dictionary, art is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, producing works to be appreciated primarily for beauty or emotional power. Painters, sculptors, writers, musicians, actors, these are all groups of individuals who create and express via various mediums.
A little slow tonight, isn't it?
So why are these people artists, but game designers not? Jonathan Jones explains that a work of art is one person's reaction to life. A single artist creates art. But what about the countless collaborative works of art that have been created over the years?
All right, count to 3. All right, ready? 1. 2. 3!
Music, theater, film, are these not art? Of course they are. Video games, though collaborative, bring together many artists of many different backgrounds to create an immersive experience, one that has the ability to move not just the creators, but the players in new and interesting ways. Take Ryan Green, creator of That Dragon Cancer, for example.
I hate this room. I didn't used to. For a moment it was an adventure. I was cast as the compassionate and caring father, holed up with his fragile son in a small cleft in the rocks. The storm raging, waves ripping at the sharp black rocks below, and enveloped in my arms, he feels safe.
Green is creating a game to help he and his wife cope with the loss of their terminally ill child. Why? Because games are his medium for creative expression. Or Naughty Dog's hit 2013 title, The Last of Us, a game which garnered many awards for its gameplay, narrative, and music. Whether the game is from an independent developer or a AAA studio, one thing is certain. Games are becoming more beautiful, not just in their appearance, but in their narratives and character performances. The Last of Us, Beyond Two Souls, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. These are just a few of the titles that have moved away from traditional voice acting in favor of the more emotionally driven motion capture performance. Like the art form from which it originates, motion capture performance involves multiple actors coming together in a collaborative effort to breathe life into each character and into the piece of work as a whole. And we're not just talking voice actors who are making the transition. We're talking established, award-winning film actors. Ellen Page, Willem Dafoe, and even Kevin Spacey are just a few who have lent their superb artistic abilities to the gaming industry. With such artistic talent as this, not to mention the countless artists who create these vast worlds via level design, character design, and narrative design, it's easy to see the way in which games blend many art forms into one brilliant package. But if this isn't enough for you, then look no further than the Smithsonian American Art Museum. In 2012, the Smithsonian American Art Museum became home to the world's most prominent exhibit on video games as an art form, the art of video games. Citing a June 2011 Supreme Court decision stating that video games should be considered an art form as deserving of First Amendment safeguards as the protected books, plays, and movies that preceded them, the Smithsonian American Art Museum, in conjunction with guest curator Chris Melissino, created the exhibit to celebrate 40 years of the art form, from Pac-Man to Minecraft. Of the exhibit, the Smithsonian said, "Games offer much more than a chance to mow down armies and plunder cars. Gamers can till fields, build hospitals, steer the wind. They can be inspired to feel guilt or joy or moral ambiguity. They can be transformed instead of just distracted." With Melissino adding, "In books, everything is laid before you. There is nothing left for you to discover. Video games are the only forms of artistic expression that allow the authoritative voice of the author to remain true while allowing the observer to explore and experiment. With so much talent behind the gaming industry, talent creating amazing narrative and visual works, it's hard to deny that video games are becoming increasingly artistic. From its humble 8-bit graphic beginnings in the 60s to the immersive narrative, beautiful graphics, and dynamic performances of today, video games will continue to evolve as an art form, eventually far surpassing what you or I or any industry professional can ever envision it to be.